Well, this week the BBC News Channel has been shining the spotlight on young people. They are winners of this year's Rotary Young Citizens Awards. Well, Ellie Crisell is at Birmingham's International Convention Centre, where that award presentation is about to take place. So, Ellie, I bet there's a great atmosphere there.
Well, there's a very quiet atmosphere. It's really eerie to be standing in an enormous conference hall. You may be able to see behind me with all these people waiting expectantly for us to talk. The pressure is on. Yes, we are indeed here in Birmingham at the International Conference Centre for Rotary's annual conference, as you say. It's a special year for Rotary this year. It is the 100th anniversary of Rotary in Great Britain and Ireland. It was set up over 100 years ago in America by a lawyer, and the idea was, the principles behind it are philanthropy and friendship. So the idea was to get together business leaders, professionals, community leaders to come together in local communities and help those who needed, both locally and, of course, globally. There are more than 1.2 million members of Rotary globally in more than 200 countries, and in this country, 51,000 members. So a really huge organisation, and I'm sure we've all heard of some of the charitable work that Rotary has been involved in. But the reason we're here today is because one of the projects that Rotary has organised is an awards ceremony to celebrate the achievements of exceptional young people in the community. These are either young people who have perhaps overcome some personal adversity, or they've gone out of their way to help others. And this is called the Rotary Young Citizens Awards. As you've said, we've been running reports all week on the BBC News highlighting the particular young people who are here waiting expectantly behind me to receive their awards. So it's open to young people under the age of 25 across Great Britain and Ireland, and Rotary clubs have been nominating for months now, putting people forward who they think deserve to be honoured in this way. And we have the shortlist of 5 winners. It can either be an individual or a group, and we have a mixture of both this year. And they are waiting behind me. We're going to run the award ceremony right through for you now, so you'll see all of the young people receiving their awards. We'll be chatting to them all and hearing their amazingly inspirational stories. So I'm not going to waste any more time chatting to you. I'm going to hand straight over now to my presenter, Connie Huck, who's on stage, ready to tell us more. Connie.
Thank you very much, Ellie. Hello and welcome, one and all. It's fantastic to be here. I'm Connie Huck, and we're here in Birmingham for Rotary's Young Citizens Awards 2014, which is now in its 8th year. The awards honour the extraordinary achievements of young people who have all done something unique and something fantastic in society. Rotary clubs across Britain and Ireland nominated youngsters for these awards. The eventual winners are here with us today, and over the next half an hour, you're going to see some truly inspirational young people. And so, to our first award. This award goes to Harvey Parry from North London, also nicknamed the Paralympic Kid Runner. When Harvey was just 15 months of age, he had to have both of his legs amputated. He had contracted meningitis. The 8-year-old has now become one of the most successful disabled athletes for his age, winning 19 mostly gold medals for Britain. Harvey was nominated by the Rotary Club of Edmonton. Jean Mackenzie saw Harvey in action.
Harvey, like most 8-year-old boys, enjoys playing football with his friends. But Harvey is quite... Harvey, like most 8-year-old boys, enjoys playing football with his friends. But Harvey is quite unlike his peers. He caught meningitis when he was 15 months old and had to have both his legs amputated.
I had to make that decision to have his legs amputated, otherwise he wouldn't be alive. But I didn't want to have them amputated because, you know, I was thinking of him being a child and he wouldn't be able to be a child.
Let go.
But Harvey underwent intensive rehabilitation and learnt to walk.
Skip.
And it wasn't long before he had ambitions to run.
Are you ready?
Aged 3, he became the youngest child in the world to be fitted with carbon fibre running blades and took part in his first race.
I do it because I just generally like doing sports, and I find it really fun I like to race with my friends and stuff.
If he didn't have the sport, then perhaps he would be a different boy today. The sport and the fact that he can compete and be competitive it gives him the edge for life.
Bend forwards, lean forwards.
And it's that edge which has won Harvey 19 medals in competitions around America, making him one of the most successful disabled athletes his age.
He's just not sat in a wheelchair and said, oh, I've lost my legs, that's it, I can't do anything. He's gone out there, he's learnt to run, hop, skip and jump. He's just an inspiration to us all.
Harvey's next challenge is learning to swim so he can compete in triathlons. He also hopes his success can inspire others.
In the future, I hope that I can help other amputees be like me. I can actually help them go further than what they are.
Harvey too wants to go further. Does it mean this young champion could one day be a Paralympian?
Absolutely fantastic and very inspirational too, and we are lucky enough to have Harvey here with us today. And his mother Carol as well, who's clutching his certificate. There you are. Oh look, giving us a demonstration. But you can feel free to have a seat down there and watch your boy in action as I chat to him. So Harvey, 19 medals for Britain. That is pretty amazing. How do you feel about winning all those awards?
Well, I don't actually know. I just like racing with my friends. And if I win, I win.
If you win, you win. He's very blasé. I've just got 19 medals. It's nothing, honestly. And today you've got something to add to your collection. How do you feel about winning this Rotary Young Citizen Award?
Well, I'm really proud because I've never actually won a certificate and a trophy.
Oh, only gold medals. So where are you going to put these? Do you keep them in a special place in your house, in your bedroom?
Well, I'll try and fit them in my Ben 10 bag.
Oh, in the Ben 10 bag, not on a mantelpiece or in a trophy cabinet?
No.
Okay. So tell us a bit about the games that you've competed in. Where have you competed?
Well, I've been to America and I go to race in California
Nice.
and some other places that I've forgotten about.
Yep, including Oklahoma and San Diego. Very impressive indeed. And Harvey has also been campaigning for the meningitis jab, and which is going to actually be a compulsory jab for young children. So that deserves a round of applause in itself. Congratulations to the fantastic Harvey Parry, a very, very well-deserved award. Now then, 38% of children who use the internet have suffered from some form of cyberbullying. That's according to the NSPCC, who say the effects on victims can range from feelings of isolation to suicide. Well, children at Eastlands Primary School have felt that they should do something about that. And that's what made them earn their Young Citizen Award. They embarked on a campaign to tackle the issue and were nominated by Rugby Saturday Breakfast Club. Kevin Reid found out how the youngsters set out about getting their message across to others.
All the actors in this film are from Eastlands Primary School in Rugby. It shows the traumatic effects of cyberbullying on an individual.
I wanted to scream and cry, but I didn't want anyone to know because it was just online comments.
The children play the various roles in a courtroom as the case builds against the defendant. He's charged with cyberbullying, but at the crunch moment, the real bully who started the chain of events reveals himself.
You didn't do it!
Go on.
It was me. I did it.
Every time I watch it, it still sends a shiver down my spine.
It was scary to do it, and it's still scary now.
It just shows you what consequences of bullying and cyberbullying can do and how far it can go.
As well as the film, the children have also devised this theatre production known as Not Such a Sweet Tweet, and it's proven so popular it's currently touring other schools in the area.
Who is this? Who keeps sending these?
Could be anybody, Chloe.
After all, everybody hates you.
Everybody. Everybody.
It was like being at the theatre, and it's so important in internet safety. I think they really teach us a lot today.
Well, I think the show displays a clear message that says be smart on the internet, because whoever you are, there's going to be someone that wants to find out about you. It was just amazing, like perfect. I want to see it again.
The positive feedback we're getting is in relation to the fact it's children learning first and foremost from other children rather than adult performers. Obviously the children know they've experienced things that they've been through and they can put that message across well to their peers.
It was me.
Then it's back to spreading the word about internet safety.
It was only ever meant to be.
Well, we are lucky enough to have 10 of the pupils here with us today from Eastlands Primary, and I'm going to talk to 3 of them. So, joining me here on stage, we have Lee Gregory. Now, Lee played the role of a pirate, Jack, in the theatre production Not Such a Sweet Tweet. Then we have Finn Brown, who played the role of the perpetrator. You were a baddie, weren't you? In the film The Antisocial Network, you were Philip, cyberbully, girl. And then joining us as well, we have Sian Panchal, who played the role of the witch in the theatre production. So, Sian, as the witch, you bullied Hansel and Gretel via online technology and mobile phone. How bad would you say the problem of cyberbullying is in schools today?
It can be really bad because people don't really think as much that people as in primary schools don't really use the internet as much, but they do, and they can get cyberbullied on it, so it is really bad sometimes.
Yeah, it's quite rife now, especially with the growth of the internet use in general. What would you say is the message of Not Such a Sweet Tweet?
Well, the message is basically saying that, well, you've got to be careful because you don't know who is out there and what they want from you, because they could be anyone, even if they say you're a friend.
Yeah, and you were the baddie in, as we saw in Antisocial Network. Yeah. How do you think the film gets the message across to youngsters about internet safety?
Well, because we're children and it's aimed at children, they can relate to us quite well. And also it shows how far it can actually go and how serious the actions can be.
Yeah, so they can think twice before they act. Definitely. Absolutely. Why do you think it's important to be smart with the internet, Lee?
Well, it's important to be safe on the internet because you could be talking to anyone and you could get into very serious trouble.
It's true, and you can't see who you're communicating with. So, tell me, Finn, how did the idea actually come about?
Well, when we did produce the film, there had been a girl who had committed suicide in Lutterworth because of cyberbullying. So that made us think, well, we've got to do something about this. So
absolutely, to stop it happening. That really is a very serious situation. Did you enjoy taking part in the film?
Yes, definitely. It was very fun because it was filmed at a court and none of us have ever been to a court before.
Great. Well, it's fantastic that you're tackling such a current issue, and I think everyone should give a big round of applause to Eastlands Primary. So to our next award. Now, there are 45,000 young deaf people in the UK, and our next award winner says that that's who she's campaigning for, and she wants to meet each and every single one of them. She's going to be a busy young lady. 16-year-old Bethany Easton from the Wirral is herself profoundly deaf and wears a cochlear implant. She was nominated for the award by Birmingham Rotary Club. Lindsay Prosser went to meet her.
I just love it. It's just, I can't even explain the feeling. Although the music doesn't sound perfect, everyone sounds like robots. But I just love dancing. It's just what moves in me.
Bethany Eason's talent is remarkable. She may not be able to hear music properly, but that has never stopped her following her dream.
People say that deaf people can't dance, people say that deaf people can't become pilots, people say that deaf people can't become train drivers, but I don't believe that at all. I believe that they can achieve anything that they want when they put their minds to it.
Bethany juggles schoolwork with her role as a national ambassador for deaf children. She's fought against cuts to benefits and campaigned for more help for deaf pupils.
We created a petition called Stolen Futures, and we got quite a lot of signatures through that, and we actually got a debate in Parliament as well, which was really successful.
Bethany's head teacher was so impressed by her drive, he nominated her for the award.
We encourage any child who wants to develop their social conscience, and certainly with Bethany, she's done other things she may not have told you about yet, where we've had signing language going on in the evenings that Bethany helped develop and bring forward for the school, for the community to come in and be involved with that. So it's not just what she does within the school and the pupils within the school, it's actually the outside community that she works hard with.
Whilst Bethany is realising her dream, her ambition is to help many more teenagers to do the same.
Fantastic work, and Bethany is here with us today on stage. Congratulations on this award, Bethany. What does it mean to you?
Actually, it means a lot to me. It's phenomenal that I've actually received this award, and because I'm representing the National Deaf Children's Society and other deaf young people, and it means a lot to them as well.
Why are you campaigning for other young deaf people?
I feel that everyone should deserve the, good standard of life, and should deserve good quality of life in school, at home, environment.
Definitely. And you're concerned, aren't you, about the cuts that could be coming up? Tell us a bit about that.
Well, they were changing from the disability living allowance through to the personal independence payment, and the grading on the personal independent payment wasn't, it didn't have scorings for a lot of deaf young people. It was more about can you communicate properly, and because I had already passed those and I can talk like a deaf young person, like a normal person, sorry, I'm not like someone who thinks is deaf, and I can come across not as a deaf person. So
you've been on both sides of the fence, as it were.
Definitely.
And do you think the bullying spurred you on to do the work that you're doing? Is that
most definitely. Two different people.
Yeah, you talk of your old self and your new self, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, previously I wasn't the person that I am now, and I was my self-esteem was very low.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to my new school, and I was with other people, and I fitted in well with them, and I was accepted for who I was, and that definitely made an improvement.
And you want to see that happen to other people, because it changed your life so much, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very happy for her, and we hope that she goes on to do great things. The work she's doing is absolutely amazing. Bethany Eason.
Thank you.
The recipient of our next award is also a very remarkable young